Women in their 50s are like shrivel up prunes and don't want
that they wanted somebody with at least as much money as they had.
Why is dating in your 50s like shopping the clearance rack?
So I'll admit, I am a little lonely lately.
If you're single and over 50, why do you think it's so difficult to find companionship at this stage?
What happens when people spend decades chasing freedom, independence, and endless options, only to realize later that real connection is much harder to rebuild than expected? Something surprising is happening in modern dating. More people in their 40s and 50s are re-entering the dating world expecting confidence, maturity, and experience to make things easier. But instead, many are running into emotional exhaustion, disconnect, and a completely different dating market than they imagined. And the reality of that shift is hitting harder than most expected. Stay with us till the end of this video, because this conversation isn't just about dating after 50, it's about changing priorities, modern relationship culture, and why so many people suddenly feel lost trying to reconnect later in life.
Okay, I took a survey on the type of men that women over 50 wanted to date, and these are the results. If you get a chance, when I asked about that survey, the comment section is hilarious. Lots of banter, very interesting stuff. I was truly surprised at how many women said that at over 50 that they weren't interested in dating and they were happier by themselves. A lot of women said that they wanted somebody with at least as much money as they had. Some women said they wanted a rich man, but a lot said they just didn't want anybody who had significantly less money than they did. It was mentioned a few times too that women wanted a man who was passionate, somebody who still had working equipment. And the number one thing that women mentioned was a sense of humor, someone who made them laugh. So if you have something to add to this, I'd be glad to hear it. Please write in the comments. I've made other videos about men and what type of people are available to date over 50. Some women did say that they wanted younger men too, which surprised me because I myself am not interested in younger men, but a lot of women said that worked out better for them.
For years, modern culture pushed the idea that there would always be more time, more options, more freedom, more opportunities later down the road. But dating in your 50s often feels very different from dating in your 20s or 30s.
I was talking to my ex-husband last month and I learned something new. I'm too old for him. So we're good friends and we've been divorced over 3 years now. And he's on the apps. And I was curious. I was like, what range do you have for your age? And I think he said like early 40s, maxing out at around 52 because you could do a slider. And I was like, 52? I'm almost 55. As if dating apps aren't hard enough. Now I'm too old for these fuckers. If my relationship were not to work out and I decided to venture into hell, I don't think I'd show up as a possibility. Now I'm too old for you. We rejected you. Yeah, my relationship had better work out because otherwise I'm screwed. What are 55-year-old men putting?
Hi, I think your face is nice and I'm glad that you exist, okay?
By this stage, people carry emotional baggage, past heartbreaks, divorces, financial stress, family responsibilities, and years of personal habits that are hard to change.
women in their 50s are like shrivel up prunes and don't want. It's not true. Because it can be, but that can be
This is
for a
like the
lot.
second awakening for women.
Absolutely. And
Right?
it's not just that. It's like, you know yourself.
Yeah.
You know your body, what you need, you want, you're less embarrassed. And this idea that women don't want in their 50s, it's
insane.
not true.
Mhm.
And then, of course, they're married to men in their 50s or older who are starting to have, I'm sorry, guys, it does happen. It's a natural thing, having all sorts of ED problems. And
Of course it
they
happens.
they're just not the same as they were. Young men can keep going.
A lot of people also discover that attraction alone isn't enough anymore. Emotional peace, stability, compatibility, trust, health, and lifestyle alignment suddenly matter much more than excitement or validation.
This video is for women dating in their 50s. I really need some advice or some true life stories about what has been going on with you guys. But I have been divorced for 15 years. I was married for 23. And I haven't dated in the last 5 years. So I just recently decided maybe I should start dating again, and I'm just not so sure because I'm pretty content in my own space, doing whatever it is I want to do. Maybe I would feel different if I met the right person. What are your experiences? Somebody in their 50s, tell me what's going on in your dating world. What's happening? What's going on? It's crazy. It's wild out there.
At the same time, many men in this age group are becoming increasingly comfortable alone. They already have routines, hobbies, peace, financial systems, and independence established. They're not always eager to disrupt that stability.
Guys, guess who got asked out by a 29-year-old very attractive man? Me. And guess who's not going? Me. What the hell is going on? What is happening? I can't seem to connect with anybody my own age. Men that are 50 and over, they look like they're going to close their eyes. They're having back surgery, knee surgery, every kind of surgery you can imagine. Then I get the 45 and over crew. You connect with them one time, they want you to send a catalog of sexy pics through the phone before you even meet. And now this 29-year-old man, and I have a 21-year-old daughter. That to me is like, people do this, I guess. They do it and there's no judgment passed, but this is not a path that I think I can go on. He can be my son. Oh, think about that for a second. He could be my son. You know, I can't seem to get it right. I don't know where I belong. I don't know where I belong. Can someone please tell me where I belong? Maybe it's a sign that I just shouldn't be dating.
That creates a difficult dynamic. Some people are actively searching for connection, while others are deeply protective of the calm life they've already built for themselves.
If you're single and over 50, why do you think it's so difficult to find companionship at this stage in life? I can't wrap my head around it. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. If you want to share, I want to hear. I just don't get it. We're not going to have children together. We don't have to live together. We don't have to get married. It's just finding someone that you have a connection with to share some of life's simple pleasures. I would really love your opinion if you want to share. Why do you think it's so difficult to find companionship at this stage in our lives? Okay, I love you.
You're not doing that because not only are you wasting time, money, and mascara, but you're wasting your bandwidth for disappointment. Right? Yeah. You really need to conserve your energy because this is, I say, it's looking for a thimble in a haystack. You're not looking for a needle in a haystack. It's not that bad. But you are looking for a thimble in a haystack, and you're going to need to go through some hay. So you really cannot afford to get exhausted in your first few.
Social media makes this even harder. Everyone still sees filtered lifestyles, dating advice, unrealistic standards, luxury expectations, and constant comparison, despite being in completely different life stages.
Why is dating in your 50s like shopping the clearance track? I gotta know. I recently met a guy online and, worked for a pharmaceutical company. Good looking guy, really good looking guy. And we texted a little bit. We had not met. He sent me a a photo one morning of him. And when I got the photo, I was just blown away. Like, I was just like, oh, because he had permanent eyebrows that looked like somebody had taken a marker that was that wide and just went straight across. And, I had to stop and I was like, is this a joke? Is he like, is he joking? Or, I didn't know what to think. So I said, oh, you have permanent eyebrows. And he said yes. As I got older, I noticed they were a little thinner. So I went and got permanent eyebrows, and it gave me my masculinity back. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all for doing whatever makes you feel good about you. In fact, I had an appointment to get some done because my friend has hers, and I love them. So I went, and I talked to the lady at the appointment, and I told her I was concerned that, if I didn't like them, that they were permanent. And I told her about the photo, and I don't think she took me serious. So I showed her the picture, and she was like, that's awful. I mean, like, it was bad. And, you know, I understand he did it to get his masculinity back, but when I looked at it, that's not masculine, is not the word that came to mind. And again, I'm all for doing whatever makes you happy. I do what makes me happy. I'm just, I think that was a bit much. And when you take a picture, like, surely you look at it before you send it. I mean, did he not see that? Like, you could visibly see his real eyebrow and the big black mark. Um, anyway, am I making too much of this? Like, what would you do? I mean, maybe I'm making too much. I'm not trying to be judgmental. It just kind of blew me away. Um, and I was just like, wow. But I would love to hear your thoughts.
Many older singles also realize something uncomfortable. The dating market rewards emotional energy, optimism, flexibility, and peace. Bitterness, unresolved trauma, constant negativity, or unrealistic expectations push people away quickly.
So I'm going to do something new and step out of my comfort zone and do some videos. I don't mind pictures and taking pictures of myself, but videos I feel really awkward. But a coworker suggested yesterday that I start posting about my dating life on TikTok, and I think it's kind of crazy, but maybe it would be fun because it is crazy, and so I may start doing that. But before I do that, I guess I need to give just a tiny bit of background. I'm 50 and out of a 2-year relationship and have been divorced for maybe 6 years or something. So my last relationship ended last spring, so it's coming up on a year, and I took some time to heal, and now I'm just kind of living my best life and just doing this crazy single mom, working, dating, and just having a good time, but also keeping an open mind because I do eventually want to find somebody and settle down. So all right, we'll see how it goes. I think I have a date tonight, but I'm going to get into work because the parking lot is so crazy. It looks like it's Christmas time. So hopefully I will post later about a potential date. Bye.
What surprises many people is how emotionally draining modern dating feels later in life. Endless texting, ghosting, mixed intentions, emotional games, and surface-level interactions become exhausting instead of exciting.
Morning. I know I'm getting ready again. Y'all just gonna have to bear with me. Hey, I have a topic though today. Let's talk about dating in your 50s. And let's mainly talk about women in our 50s dating. Because by the time a woman makes it to her 50s, and if she is single, Lord help me, she's solid. She is solid. She knows what she wants in life, okay? She is, and I'm not gonna say settling because I don't like that word, but she knows what she wants, and she's not going to just date somebody to date somebody. If you're in your 50s, most of the time they have a career by now, their kids are grown, they're living their life. And you want to know what the biggest thing I hear, me being single in my 50s, the biggest thing I hear all the time: why are you single? Why are you single? And it's like a man's perception is that if I'm single, I'm the bitch, I'm the problem, maybe I suck at sex. It's always got to be a problem with me because I'm single, and I don't like that. Because I could go out here and get a date. I mean, I don't doubt that I could go out here and get a date at any point in time if I wanted one. I don't doubt that if I needed sex, I could probably go out and get that too, you know? I just don't, it's just not my thing. But here's the thing. I'm single because I haven't met somebody that I can see a future with. I haven't met somebody that, you know, I'm very regimented Monday through Friday. I am. It's who I am. I'm set in my ways. And Monday through Friday, I get up early, I go to the gym, I come home, I clean the house, I get ready for work, I go to work, I come home from work, I make dinner, I might piddle with the dogs or do something like that. I go to bed early. And a lot of men don't like that. And I hate that for them, but I'm not changing that. Now my weekends, they're flexible. I can do whatever, whenever, however. I'm not as regimented during the weekend. I just want to be able to get a gym work in somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But I'm single because I want to be single because I ain't met anybody that I want to spend my life with. It's not saying that I would love to meet somebody. I would love to meet somebody that is an asset to my life. I would love to meet somebody that can help me grow and I can help them grow. And I gotta take this out of the stand. Hang on a second. Yeah, and then I accidentally paused you. Anyway, I would love to meet somebody like that one day. I would. I don't ever want to get married again, but I want everything that marriage brings to the table. And like, I don't think that that's too much to ask. I mean, I want a committed relationship. I just don't want somebody who, when I come home from work, is going to yell at me for something or expect me to make dinner every damn night because I done worked a hard day too. I work hard for my money. Anyway, am I the only one out there like this? Ladies, talk to me.
At the same time, many genuinely good people are still looking for companionship, loyalty, and peace. The problem is that trust has become harder to build after decades of disappointment and emotional damage.
It comes in waves. Most of the time, I'm okay. And then it comes and hits me like nobody's business. And honestly, I've been feeling like this a lot lately. It's love. I'm tired. I'm tired of doing it myself. I'm tired of being alone. I want to share my life with someone. I am just freaking tired. It's not about being lonely, so I just want somebody. No, I want to be in love. I want to share my life with someone. I want to feel the joys. I want to have my hands held. I want to be held. I want to kiss. I want to support. I want to make coffee with that person. I want my person. I want my person. Why is it so hard to find your person? I'm tired. You know, it's really hard when love is the one thing you can't force, you can't make it happen. It has to just show up, but where is it? Where is it? I'm so ready, and I have a beautiful life waiting for the perfect man to show up. But where is he? You know, I'm 53. And I just can't believe that I'm sitting here and it has been several years. I think it was over a year that I had a date, and then it's been several years since then. Where are all the good men that are ready and want to build a beautiful life together? Where are you?
For some men, bachelor life in later years feels easier than navigating modern relationship expectations again. Less drama, less pressure, fewer emotional risks, and complete control over their own time and money.
So I'll admit, I'm a little lonely lately. I don't know. I just am. I think I'm also like a little down or whatever. But I would love to meet somebody, but I don't feel like really putting forth the effort. I know that sounds bad. I went on Facebook dating a little bit today, and oh my God, it's terrible. I don't know how I ever met so many people on there. Like, I met a lot of nice guys, and some like were not for me, and some remained friends, and some like I was with for a little bit and I liked, and some quality men that I'm still friends with. But oh my God, it's just a mess. Like, my skits are not a lie. They're not at all. But I'll admit, I'm kind of lonely. But I don't really feel like making the effort of going to sit at like a high-end bar restaurant, not like a bar. Like, I'm not talking about like a random bar, but like a nice like restaurant, like, I don't know, Ruth's Chris or STK at Disney Springs or something like nice, and sit there and just have a drink or dinner or whatever, and possibly I'll meet somebody that way. I just don't really feel like doing that. So I need like the Kool-Aid man in the form of like a great guy to either come through my front door, or I don't know, I'm not sure I'm going to meet someone. Or, and this is going to sound weird, I kind of want to just be with someone I was with before, like, and just hang out and have a good time and do things together or whatever. I don't really feel like meeting somebody new either, unless they're going to be really great for me. I don't know. I haven't dated since like end of July last year. I just was having like a few bad dates, one after the other, just not clicking, not like bad dates, just like I didn't feel any chemistry or whatever. So I don't know. I'm just not, I'm a little lonely, but I kind of just want someone I've been with before and kind of just someone to do things with, but that I am attracted to. Is that asking too much?
But this conversation isn't really about men versus women. It's about how modern dating culture changed everyone. People spent years prioritizing freedom, careers, independence, validation, or survival, and now many are realizing connection requires vulnerability and compromise too.
Hi, it's Jen Bear. So I have some snippets from a day in the life of a 50-year-old single mom. So yesterday, there were a few crazy things that I wanted to share. Sometimes I accept quick ads on Snapchat. I don't know why, and then because I thought, well, maybe I could, send people over to TikTok, be like, hey, if you want to, whatever, follow me on TikTok. So this guy added me, and then he's like, what do you look like? This is right before work. So I just took a quick selfie and I sent it. And guess what? He fucking deleted me. Just didn't say anything, just deleted me. Like, what the hell? I feel a little offended there, but I mean, all he had to say was, I don't know, does that mean I wasn't his type or I'm too old or ugly? I don't know. It was kind of weird. Okay, so that was number one. I had to write these down. Number two, I matched with a guy and, he was just like interested, whatever. And instead of talking on apps, because some of them are really not very user-friendly, I was like, let's talk on Snap. So I gave him my Snap and a couple back and forth messages, and then I sent him a voice note because I want to hear somebody's voice right away because I know how some of these things go. And he wouldn't do the same thing. And he's like, oh, I don't feel like getting up and turning my microphone on or something like that. And I was like, it's literally right next to all you have to do. So he wouldn't do it. And he wanted me to text him. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that. And I said, I don't give out my number like that. And he said, well, I guess you'll have to take a risk. And I just was like, no, fuck you. I didn't say anything. And then I took a screenshot of it so I could laugh about it later. And today, and he messaged me. He's like, why did you take a screenshot? I was like, well, my best friend wanted to see our conversation. She thinks it's a big red flag. You wouldn't do a voice note or whatever. And he deleted me instantly. So yes, he was catfishing me. And then number three, probably the best, was a guy I matched with on a site. He wanted to do a phone call right away. And it was like late. It was like midnight last night. I'm like, oh, what the hell? Okay. Because I do like to confirm that somebody's real. So not even like 2 minutes into the phone call, probably even less. I should look. Oh, but I used my Google number. I do have a Google number. So I used that. And he said, so what are you looking for in a guy? And I think I just started with somebody who's kind and this and that and who loves dogs. And he goes, well, who doesn't love dogs? I'm like, well, yeah, that's what you'd think. I said, but I just recently went out on a date with somebody and it went really well and everything. And then come to find out he doesn't like dogs at all. And he's like, well, that's in the past. We don't need to dwell on the past. And like, shut that down real quick. And I was like, what was that about? Can we talk about that for a second? And he said, he just went on about, I can see where this is going already. And he mentioned in the first 3 minutes how wealthy he is. And he's like, that's how I have gotten so wealthy, is because I don't dwell on the past. I move forward and I have all these businesses. And so I was like, okay. And then but then he's like, I can see where this is going already. So I'm going to end this phone call and wish you the best of luck. So he hung up on me and then deleted me from the app. But I was like, thank God. That was like, couldn't have gone any better because clearly he has fucking issues. But so that's exhausting. That's why I don't go on the apps at all. I haven't been on lately and I didn't go live last night. So I was like, I'll see what's going on. I'll look at some of my messages and stuff. And that was a good reminder of why I should just stay off of them. So hope everyone has a good day. Bye.
At the end of the day, the real lesson here is simple. Relationships become harder when people wait too long to understand what they actually need emotionally. And in 2026, more people than ever are realizing peace, trust, and emotional stability matter far more than endless options ever did.
Men stopped playing by the rules, and now everyone's freaking out. Let's break down why silence has become the loudest move.